Welcome to Spit That Sauce podcast, where you know what it is, so you ain't gotta ask, where we discuss sports, entertainment, and everything in between. I am Jamar.
I'm Vince.
CGA.
Welcome. How y'all doing? Welcome, people. Hey,
What's going on, good peeps?
background keep changing, but we in whatever spot we need to be to bring this greatness to y'all. Welcome to Spit That Sauce podcast.
Welcome.
As you know, I'm Jamar.
I'm Vince.
CGA is on vacay. All right. So our DJ's on a vacation. He gotta have a vacation, right? He on a break now. So
He doing his thing somewhere.
It's just us two peas in a pod, but you know, we can still get things going.
And you know it.
Ooh, and we got a lot to talk about. Man.
And audience, just for you to know that if you was there last week, guess what? I got on a leather outfit today too. How you like that?
Yes, sir.
It was requested for me to wear a leather outfit, man. So I wore a leather outfit. So I did it for the people. See, it's the people that I'm talking about. See, the people out there, I'm with you. I'm with you. Your request came in and was answered. And your boy is wearing leather. And it's a perfect day today because it's about 34 degrees out.
Yeah.
Speaking of weather, bro, what's going on with Minnesota? For those who are in Minnesota, for those that want to know what's going on in Minnesota, 3 days ago, it was 50 degrees for like 2 days straight.
Yeah, that was nice.
And the next day, portions of Minnesota got 12 to 13 inches of snow.
Minnesota was charging up.
How? That is one of the reasons why we didn't podcast on Wednesday. We had to close the show on Wednesday because we got all snowed in.
Oh, yeah.
It was a crazy event that took place on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. You know, but then half of the snow melted. It's a really nice day today.
It's a nice day.
It's sunny.
Yeah.
All the snow's not gone, but you know, we're getting there. It's in February. We expected February to be much colder.
And you know it.
So the fact that it's 30 something is kind of nice because I was expecting the regular, which is -15, you know,
right.
-13. That's when my car starts acting, you know, jittery. So I'm just glad we're here, brother. Any what'd you do? Any updates? What'd you do this weekend?
You know what? I got tons of work to do. You know, I'm working on my book, the interview. So I'm pressed for time that I have to get everything caught up. You know, for my editor, and I'm just working on my book, making sure that it's all nice and full of action. And yeah, bro, that's what I'm doing. I'm just working hard, man. How about yourself? What you got going on, bro?
This weekend is just mostly chill and work. Last weekend, I do have to mention, I did go see Dave Chappelle and Clips, who came here to St. Paul. I caught their St. Paul, Minnesota show. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. He definitely had a great show. And showed, you know, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Minneapolis like love, man. He was just saying a bunch of good jokes. Obviously, we couldn't record or nothing, and I'm glad we don't record because you guys are probably going to see it later if it comes out on one of the platforms. And I think it's that worthy. I'm like, to me, all the jokes were new. That wasn't on any special that I've seen, and it was great, man. Lively crowd. I loved it. I loved Clips performing, you know, their Grammy Award winning. Congratulations to Clips performing songs from their album. They even went back to their first, like one of their first hit singles, which was great. So it was a great show, and you guys probably seen, you know, Dave also I think went to the Virgil site of Alex Preety and the other lives that were lost at you know, due to the ice raids last week. So I think he went and visited that. A lot of people allegedly spotted him there, and I think I saw a couple articles. So Dave was outside in Minnesota, and I just want to say I appreciate that, Dave. If you're watching. And you know, and Clips for coming through. So it was a really good weekend last weekend.
Cool.
Yep, so.
Now I know that it was another comedian was just here. who else was just here? I know. I'm just trying to figure the name of the young man that was here from Detroit.
Wait.
Uh, it passed my mind.
I think I know who you're talking about. Did he open up for Dave? No, there was some. No, maybe that was New York. Dave had a couple opening acts at his show, which was some cool comedians I never even heard of.
It's fun when people. Last time I went to a comedy. I think it was Duvall and Earthquake was
Earthquake. Okay.
Earthquake and Duvall and it was a few others, and that was pretty funny. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Gotcha. And then speaking of last weekend, I suppose we might as well go ahead and dive into the All-Star game,
right?
Which I'm hearing mixed reviews on. Shout out to your boy Anthony Edwards, man. Go ahead. I know you got something to say.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man has proven. Ant-Man has really proven to be a one of a kind. Ant-Man was proven to be one of a kind.
Man.
NBA player. I mean, the attitude that he has, the right attitude that he has, the way that he can get people to play for him or play with him, it's incredible. It's really incredible. The guy, the young man is really stepping into his own, and I'm glad to see Minnesota get some love. I don't know if I think maybe he may be the first player from Minnesota Timberwolves to get an MVP in the All-Star game. I don't know if Garnett ever did that or not. I mean, we'll check. You guys check and find out. But I think this is the first of Minnesota's ever had a quality player be the best at that on that weekend. And it's now people are saying that they think. I know Stephen A. Smith was just talking last week. A couple of days ago when I checked his show out, and he was saying that he thinks that Ant-Man is the best player in the NBA today. And that is a lot to be said, that he is box office. And, people are saying now that they would take him over Jokic. And that's enough to be said. If you could take him over Jokic,
I'll take that.
Jokic is a really, really, really good player. But now Anthony Edwards is really starting to step up and play the game right. He gets his team involved, man. He's box office. You never know what he's going to say during an interview, which is another thing that people really like. He's original. He's honest. And I think the young man is on his way to make big things happen all across the board when it comes down to the NBA and basketball himself.
Yeah, no, and I thought he just and he's still a young player, and I think he just brings that energy because he's playing with a lot of the quote unquote old heads, and it's cool because I could tell like he'll clown them a little bit, but it's kind of a playful like little brother thing, it seems. Even between him and LeBron and everyone, and Steph Curry, because Steph Curry looks young, but he's OG too now.
Steph wearing his shoes. He wore his shoes during the All-Star game.
That's right.
He wearing that man's shoes. So if you can get the respect, out of the older guys, to respect you like they respect him, it's enough to be said. I mean, that he's playing the game. Everybody sees his hustle. Everybody sees exactly what he brings to the table, and that's a lot to be said, man. When you can get respect from future Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame players, man. It's a testament to your work and what you bring to the table and what you've been doing, man. So we could just say, Ant, man, just keep it up, bro. And keep shining, bro, and take your game even more to a next level, man. We hope that you get a chip soon, man, because that'll solidify, what he's accomplished already and what he's going to continue to accomplish.
Minnesota needs a chip, man.
Desperately.
They've been the runner-up in the Western Conference and Western playoffs and all of that. Like, I think the city of Minneapolis could use a chip right now with everything that has transpired just this year. We're only in the second month, right, of 2026, and it's already seemed like it doesn't seem like it has been hard. And I think might be a while for the Vikings, y'all. They still recovering because of what we got to get to that. We don't got to get to that. All right. So it ain't going to come from the Vikings as soon as we may want. But I think the Timberwolves have been great and they're a threat. As a Lakers fan, I don't like to play them boys, but hey, they got they got AE, and it's like they can get things done. They can get things done, to your point about Jokic, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they meet those damn Nuggets in the playoffs again.
Right.
But I think Timberwolves kind of got them down. I think the Timberwolves can beat them and go farther where you really want them to go.
Right.
You got to watch OKC. If I look at what I was looking at earlier, bring up my little report here about the standings, like. You still got in the Western Conference, you got OKC as far as wins, the most wins right now.
Right.
You got OKC number 1, San Antonio number 2. What's going on here? Wemby, man.
Yeah, Wemby is
what's going on?
I mean, he's a phenomenal player.
You see some of the blocks he's been doing this season?
Man, it's no denying that young man's basketball skill at that size, his ability to shoot the basketball, put the basketball on the floor, to make hustle plays, to block shots. I mean, he got a mid range. He can shoot the 3 at 7. Is he 7'6", 7'4"?
Somewhere up there.
I think he's 7'4".
I'm just throwing it up. I'm like, this nigga tall as hell.
7'6" or 7'4". I mean,
yeah.
How in the world you could be that athletic and that tall? Because normally when you're that tall, your coordination is not. I'm just keeping it real. When you're that tall, your coordination shouldn't be on that level. When you're that tall, it's hard to move those feet and keep up with these faster players. These 6'4s, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6" players that tall enough but also small enough to really move and do it quickly. And he's doing it at a pace at his size is just ridiculous. I mean, I think I've never seen anybody with that much skill at that size since Shaq.
Yeah, I was thinking of
early
that too.
years. Shaq.
Yeah,
I've never seen. Shaq was just. Wemby is tall and long, and he's not a small frame.
He's thin.
Yeah, but Shaq was doing it 7'1" and 300 and some odd pounds.
Like he had some weight on.
Yeah, I mean, and moving like a running back and coming down the hole like a linebacker. And I mean, he's just Shaq was one of a kind, and I think Wemby is a one of a kind player. I don't think we might not ever see anybody that plays the game like he's playing the game at a young age.
Yeah. No, and I think if it'd be interesting to see if he was Shaq's weight class.
Oh,
and
man.
tall.
Oh,
He'd be
man.
a complete
forget it
terrorist. Oh,
excuse me. You can forget it. I mean, if he was Shaq size playing like he's playing now,
so
the lead is a wrap.
Yeah, so the NBA future is looking bright. Right now, in terms of the Western Conference, and I know it's early, y'all, so y'all ain't gotta y'all calm down, family. I know, but I'm paying attention.
It's only 20 more games left in the.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. And my thing is this: so right now we've got Lakers in 5th place with 34 wins,
right?
And to my point, you've got Minnesota in 6th place with 35 wins. The reason the difference is because Minnesota has 22 losses as compared to Lakers have 21. So once again, we got this dancing with LA and Minnesota, and I guess that's a nice little segue into the Lakers here. I think Luka's looking better. We did get some flat. We did have a couple.
They had a good game last night. They beat the Clippers last night. Luka had 38.
Barely got out of that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Hanging on to that lead.
38. And Reed had 29.
Right.
Yeah,
something like that. And so I think it's gonna be good playoffs. And it would be nice for LeBron to get it. I think if LeBron gets a chip, he's out, which I don't blame him because he'd get a chip with his son. That's never been done, right? So but we'll see because so far my analysis of the Lakers is there's chemistry. There's more chemistry there than there was last year. Can it hold up under pressure?
Right.
I don't want to see people get unraveled. And you know what? LeBron can't take. Well, LeBron's refused. He ain't gonna take. He's not gonna be like he was with the Miami Heat. Like I'm gonna take control of this game, and that's it.
Right.
They're more Lakers, kind of their coaching strategy. I think Redick, whoever, like they're just kind of they seem to be leaning towards Luka a little bit, and I don't think Luka
for sure
is going to be able to do that in a playoff pressure game. Like he's going to be great, but you can't put all that pressure on Luka like that. He has to have a supporting cast and maybe a little bit something extra, especially if you're talking about possibly playing the Timberwolves.
Right.
That Luka, like that's going to be a problem, or dealing with Denver, who's currently a number 3 space, and I can't stand playing them either. Because you got an X factor like Jokic, who could junk it on you or just throw up a 3 for no reason and make it in anyway.
Yeah. It's funny how Jokic plays, man, because he gets like maybe 2 inches off the ground when he jumps.
Yeah,
he
about right there.
It's interesting. He's not that athletic, but he's gifted when he's twisting his body around and making these shots. And man, I mean, he's a phenomenal player too. I mean, you got to give Jokic his props, man. The dude just knows how to compete, knows how to get the job done when it comes down to pressure moments.
Yes, sir.
He delivers, and he's just been delivering since he's been in the league. So, Denver is going to be a tough out. Whoever plays Denver, OKC, excuse me, but whoever plays those teams, the West is just hard, man. The West got so many great teams or could be great teams and good matchups. East is pretty much, I think
you got Detroit,
man.
You got Detroit at number 1 with 41 wins, and you got Boston right up under them with 36. And then something I'm interested in seeing how this is going to kind of play out is Cleveland is a number 3.
With Harden.
All right.
Huh?
What we doing?
Yeah,
like, how's this working? How's this gonna work? With Mitchell and Harden. I like that. But my thing is we've seen Harden, all right, go to a team and team up with another star player. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, okay,
and what is
there has to be some chemistry.
Right.
Because we've seen this episode before, right? I'm glad he's with a new team and he feels like, but it's like, all right, we on Cleveland, we're gonna be in Cleveland now. All right, now what we doing? And Detroit is just some They just shout out to the Detroit Pistons.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're really, 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 really good. Detroit is I seen that game the other day when they played Friday night when they played the Knicks. And we ain't even mentioned the Knicks. But they played the Knicks. Before. And the same things were happening. It's starting to happen with the Knicks. That when Karl Anthony Towns was in Minnesota, sometimes Towns didn't show up, and a lot of times this is starting to happen really more frequently with the Knicks. And when you in the Big Apple, bro, you can't be missing and not showing up in the Big Apple. And because they're really the fans there are not the fans here in Minnesota. Minnesota people gonna love you. regardless. But the Knicks, the New York Knicks, and you don't show up in pressure moments. I mean, you were at home and they just ripped you apart. And that young man, that guard, was his name Clyde or
something like that.
Yeah, look his name up for us. You got the Detroit guy, young player. He's really really good. I don't get a chance to watch the East that much, like I should, but
I don't really. You mean Cunningham?
Cunningham, yeah, Cunningham.
Yeah, I'm like Cunningham.
Yeah, Cunningham is really good. Man, that boy put up 40 points on the Knicks in New York. And I know when you're in the Big Apple, you bring your best game, but you should be able to. If Brunson is playing at a top notch, Carl, man, Anthony, you need to bring your best game against those kind of opponents. We don't, you can't be scoring 30 points, man, on a team, or 40 points on a team that ain't going nowhere. You need to show up in the big game and show them why they came and they got you and they got rid of Randall and shipped Randall off and brought you in. You need to show them at that moment when when the lights are big, you need to show up, bro. And so, I that's just what that needs to happen, bro.
Yeah, no, we'll see, because that's we're just as you alluded to earlier, we're a couple months out from just a big show, if you will, where it gets to playoffs and starts getting real dicey. June is coming up real quick. The finals is coming up real quick.
Yeah.
And want to see where things are gonna land on. But you mentioned Stephen A earlier, which has a lot of stuff to say. Shout out to him.
Right.
One thing that was interesting is he was on some interview, and I think, audience, you guys know about this. He mentioned they were playing with the idea of his presidency if Stephen A was president, and he allegedly said there would be secure borders and a stronger police presence under his presidency. He's just pretty much said we ain't defunding any police, allegedly.
Right.
My thing is, like, wait a minute, man, like, presidency, why are we playing? What are we doing?
What party would he be running under? The Democrat Party?
I don't know if any black folk gonna be dealing with that. Like I don't know if, like, I'm thinking, like, wait, why are we even playing with this idea of Stephen A being
running for president?
Yeah, like, what is this? Like, why is this like, what are we talking about?
It's America.
Like,
it's America.
Bro,
it's
what
America.
Are we doing, bro?
It's America, man.
And
when you're in a position, he's come a long way. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. I don't know what I don't know all of what he feels on the on his politics and his policies. I haven't really dipped into that because I'm always listening to him, complain about the Knicks. So, but
the president complaining about the Knicks.
Hey, it's America, and if he feels that he thinks that he can contribute as a president, I don't think that if he wants to run for the president, to be the next president, go ahead, run.
He's gonna be running.
Hey, all you can do is try.
I'll tell you what,
it's America. All you can do is try.
It's gonna be hard to get that black vote back.
You think?
With all that Trump support from the past, because when you run for president, they dig up skeletons of the skeletons when you're running for president,
right?
And not to mention his you guys can tell me what you think. I'll just be prefacing with, especially his comments about our sister who's what's her name?
Candace.
That
Candace
and the other sister that's in the Senate. Damn, what's her name? Y'all audience, y'all. Oh man, I think she's from Atlanta or Alabama. What's her name? Anyways, he has some political statements said that is one of those things where it's just like, And I've seen a couple people comment online, and I've even seen comedians. I'm not gonna mention it. I even see comedians comment on what was going on with Stephen A. and the whole idea of him being president. And then and you know, they're paraphrasing here, but they're pretty much saying like you have a hard time getting that black vote, especially especially you guys forget, do we not remember what he said about what has transpired here in Minnesota? There's some people who, you know, in terms of what ICE allegedly did whatever, all of that, you know, good people dying. You remember his comments on that? I'm not saying I disagree or agree.
What was his comments? I don't.
Ooh, you better watch that. His alleged comments were he just seemed like he was playing both sides and paraphrasing, and black people didn't like it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. When he was asked about whether it was justified for the police to react to Renee Good.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And that was about a month ago, I guess now, y'all, something like that. And so my thing is that I don't know if he gonna get the votes he gonna think he gonna get. And what he gonna do it? What he gonna do? Can you imagine Stephen A. in these presidential debates? No, that's not right. Because it'll be entertaining. Because he gonna do it the Stephen A. way. I'd watch it.
But didn't we say
that ain't?
But didn't we say that to? Wasn't we talking the same thing when Trump first started to come out and say that he was gonna vote for go for the presidency?
We did say something like that.
The same kind of, well, not necessarily really the same, but people were like, "You're a businessman. What are you doing running for presidency? What are you doing trying to run for president? And you hadn't filed for Chapter 13 so many odd times, and so many things that were against you, and so many things that people were saying. It did not even matter, because when he had people behind him, he won twice.
And I think
in spite of all the negative things that were going against Trump, Trump still won.
Right.
Not just one time, but he ran a second time and won.
Right. He had a lot of controversy around him.
Of course.
But you know the superpower, unfortunately, that Trump has that Stephen A. does not and will never have?
He white?
White privilege.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. He can get away with that.
Makes sense.
He can get away with that.
Makes sense, because
look how squeaky clean Obama had to be.
Yeah.
They were still trying to turn him into something that he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to have he could have no.
You're right.
I would say in the I gotta go into this?
You're right.
The biggest thing was that I think with Obama was he had a tan suit on, and they made a conspiracy out of that.
Yeah.
You got, Trump coming in the quote unquote office with a lot more stuff going on. He had a TV show. He's an entertainer, which was entertaining. He was on WWE, which is cool. But he gets to kind of, it appears, y'all, he gets to jump over and push that stuff to the side and still be elected president. So does Stephen A. have that luxury? No, I think he's entertaining, but I don't think he has that.
So you think that if Stephen A. Smith ran, he wouldn't. You saying black people wouldn't receive him?
I'm saying he'll have a hard time winning the black vote because of his past rhetoric. And to be honest with you, some people have accused him of indirect support for the current president. All right, and all I'm saying is that it's not just going to be a straight, I got the black vote just because I'm Stephen A. and I'm black. That's all I'm saying. It ain't going to be just, I'm a do this. Because if that was the case, Kamala should have, Kamala should have kind of, so all I'm saying is he's going to have a challenge.
I think that the difference with that is, and I'm just going to say it, the difference is that a lot of people that I talk to, now, I don't know about you guys, but I know that the people that I talked to, and I asked them, why didn't she win? And it was the fact that, to be honest with you, a lot of people felt that they wasn't ready for a female to be president.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I think that played the most important role on her not getting elected, because a lot of men, black or white, a lot of men did not vote for her because she was a woman. And that and that's just the truth of the matter. I'll be the first one to say it. I'm probably won't be the last one to say it. But you heard it from me and from the people that I'll talk to. She didn't win because they felt that they didn't feel that she was ready, or the America was ready for a female to be president.
Yep, and being of color don't exactly help either.
Yeah.
So speaking of presidents, y'all, I have to mention that President Obama, former President Obama, and First Lady, they were at the All-Star game.
Sure was.
And he got, of course, he gets a standing ovation.
Yep.
Everybody loves him. It seems.
Yep.
That was cool. Also, allegedly, when someone asked Anthony Edwards about his relationship with Obama, he allegedly said that he is my favorite person in the world. We was kicking it yesterday. I told him I was going to put on a show for him. So that's what that's what AE allegedly said about Obama. You know what I mean? And so that's that's cool. But Obama just seems to Obama was just a special one. I'd say that. And I guess I just thought of that. Yeah, there was a little bit of presidential presence in at the All-Star game.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's I mean, that's awesome to see how people are still, I've seen some people saying we have a real press. I'm like, man, these people are crazy, man. I mean, they really love Obama. They really love him. And I'm glad that, he, I like the way he handled himself, man. I really believe that, Obama is a one of a kind galvanizer. I mean, he can really get people to buy into his, he's just an overall good guy, and it's hard to find overall good guys in politics.
And obviously there's going to be a whole army of people who disagree with what Brother Vince said.
Yeah,
but I think you guys
fine.
Right? Right. But what I want to clarify, y'all, it's Black History Month, and I guess this is important to say, is that even if we take away Obama being a good guy, it's what he represents.
Right.
It is a form, yes, of Black progress. You mean to tell me a Black man's in the White House?
Right.
He could be good up. You pick the personality. It doesn't matter. It's what he represents. And he has a beautiful Black wife with beautiful Black children in the White House.
Right.
It's what he represents.
And you can't take it away.
You see what I'm saying? That's really, I think, what inspires young Black men, young Black women, Black people in general, is what he represents. So Obama could not say a word and just be that, and just as an entity being there, like he takes care of his family, he listens and respects his beautiful wife, he takes care of his little girls. That right there, you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. So despite how any of our subscribers or fans feel, just know that it's more of an entity deal, right?
Right.
Rather than what you feel. I don't care who you voted for. We still love you and thank you for watching the podcast. But this is the point that I think that we're kind of coming from.
And I do want to. I wish we would have probably led off with this. Our condolence to the Jackson family, Jesse Jackson, in his loss. Rest in peace. We really appreciate what he meant for us as Black people. The one that, he's, I was just noticing the article on him, and him standing right next to the late Dr. King. And just to see those two powerful men, Black men, that meant so much to the community and meant so much to us. Jesse Jackson, he was Obama before Obama. He ran for president himself. The quote that he had that I read on there was his favorite quote was "Keep hope alive." And we want to, our condolence to him and his family and his loved ones. And we want to say on this podcast that we're always going to keep hope alive. And Jesse Jackson, we thank you and we appreciate what you meant to our community, and the example that you led to say that, a Black man can run for president. And not only that a Black man ran for president, it was a Black man who won the presidency, not once, but twice. And I think that you helped pave the way. and we want to put a special thanks out to you in the community. We want to say that we love you and we love what you stand for, and that it's embedded in our hearts, and we appreciate you leading and doing the things that you did in the communities. God bless you and your family, and we thank you.
Yes, sir. Nothing else need to be said. Thank you guys. Couple quick sports deals to go through, and then we can get straight to entertainment. I know y'all waiting for it. My man Chris Paul.
Yep.
He's retiring after 21 years.
Yep.
Shout out to him. Yeah, like ain't nothing much more you can do. You know, I wanted him to get a ring, but you know, hey. Right. Charles Barkley ain't got no ring, and he's still relevant in doing this thing. So, like, just hey, shout out to Chris Paul, man. I mean, it seems like almost said Obama. LeBron is like the last of the Mohicans of that same like little class,
right,
you know.
Right.
And so, shout out to Chris Paul, man. He's always been a great, player.
Too bad he couldn't get a ring, though, man.
Yeah. No, I wanted him to have one, right?
Too bad. He deserved the ring.
Yeah, man. He did his thing.
He did his thing. You know.
Gotta send him off with that. Another thing too, y'all, gotta go into some funny drama stuff. I'm speaking of ring. I want to mention the famous 5 rings, aka the Olympics, right? The Winter Olympics is taking place in Milan.
Yep.
And this has been reported from a very good source. So y'all take it or leave it. I'm just reporting here. So the Olympic Village ran out of 10,000 condoms in just 3 days.
What you talking about?
Good source.
The village,
the little Olympic village that they're doing Olympics ran out of 10,000 condoms. You can take and do whatever you want to do with that.
You mean the people? You talking about the people? Mm-hmm. The people that was visiting, or are you talking about the athletes?
Everybody there, because you know it's
you talking about everybody?
Pretty much everybody there. They had I guess they ran out of 10,000 condoms. Gee, I wonder what's going on there.
And how long?
In just 3 days. That's a hot weekend.
What?
That's a hot weekend. That's a long weekend.
Now shut your mouth.
10,000 condoms?
Got to be kidding me.
Damn.
Got to be.
That should be an Olympic game in itself. All right, let me stop.
That is wild, man. That's wild.
Yeah, they reported on it, man. And
that's
I'm
wild.
Like,
I guess they needed to get some stuff off their chest, I guess. I don't understand. I don't know, bro. I guess they needed to pass time, and I don't know, bro. But that's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Thought that'd be a cool fact for y'all. Y'all can let us know what y'all think about that. I know it's something going. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was something.
That should be an Olympic game itself.
Some babies being made. Olympic babies.
Well, I thought it was. To stop that. I thought it's to stop that.
Yeah, that's supposed to be
unless they some sorry quality condoms. Never mind. I don't know nothing about that.
Yes, there was a lot of practicing going on. There's a lot of practice, Olympic practicing going on.
Unless they cheap and they just rip it. The next day, anyways.
We have a good day. This is what we gonna be doing when we get ready to have a baby.
Good Lord. So moving on, I guess. Man, so I guess we got to just kind of take a peek in the boxing here. So allegedly it's been announced and allegedly made official. Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement.
What?
For Mike Tyson.
Man, come on.
Now, remember we mentioned the idea, like it was just a rumor swirling around. Things are looking more official now.
Come on, bro.
And I'm like,
come on, man. Ain't nobody in hell gonna watch that. Ain't nobody gonna watch that, man. I'm tired of seeing these old men getting in the ring. None of them want to take shots. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Who's going to watch Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather? You know what I watch? I watch Floyd fight one of these younger guys because, Floyd, he's been retired for 3 years now? 4 years?
Something like that. You've been retired and not retired, and I lost track.
Fight one of these youngsters, and we'll see how your skills are. I mean, it makes no sense for you to fight a dude 3 times your size and maybe 3 times your age. It doesn't make any sense, man. Why would you want to try to fight somebody who's almost 60 years old? Well, I mean, if one of you hit him in the side and he fall out,
I'll tell you the reason. Money.
I mean,
money. Money Mayweather. That's why money. I'm thinking like, what could make Floyd come out of retirement?
What
money
is going? Who's going to sanction that? Who's going to put up money for Mike Tyson to fight? Didn't Mike Tyson just get beat by
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul paid him because I know he got paid.
I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. They doing the same thing. They gonna do the same thing.
Well, which one of them niggas gonna say you win? Is Floyd going?
I'd rather have it be Floyd to keep his record perfect, but that's just me.
And come on, dog.
Yeah.
And come on, man.
And now if we jump into tonight, since we happen to be doing a special Saturday show, we got tonight we got Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios.
Is that tonight fight?
That is tonight, sir.
Oh wow, man.
And so that's gonna be interesting to see. I like Barrios and I like Garcia when Garcia is actually serious.
Right.
Oh man, like is good. I'm kind of looking at Ryan, but I don't want Barrios to lose his swag either. But I'm thinking, okay,
is this pay-per-view?
It's allegedly, I don't want to, it's on an app. All right. I know what it is, but yes, you got to pay. Yes, you got to pay. Oh, okay. It just depends on what platform it's on. And y'all know what platform it's on. I don't know if I can say it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's yes, you got to pay to view this.
Oh, so it is pay.
Yeah. About somewhere somewhere up there.
Okay.
All right. So I'm thinking that, like, all right, we know that deadly left hook with Ryan Garcia is coming.
Right.
Barrios' team probably has strategized for that.
Right.
So he's going to have to show up with something else, because you have to remember Garcia's coming off of losing to Rolly in Brooklyn, I think it was, which was a cool match. So I'm just like, okay, this has got to be his bounce back deal, and he's got a large.
Was that a knockout?
There was a knockdown. There wasn't a knockout yet, but he's I think Ryan's got a lot to got a big chip on his shoulder for this, and he's facing a champion in Mario Barrios. So this would be interesting to see if we can get that that aggressive Ryan Garcia, because man, he went through all of that with the drug tests and having things stripped away, and then going away for a while, and then being reinserted back and all of that. So it's going to be interesting to see how he bounces back, because I expected him, I ain't gonna lie, to bounce back against Rolly, and he didn't. Rolly actually won that. Shout out to Rolly. And so it's gonna be interesting to see, because I would have thought I would have thought Rolly would have tried to get that fight, but no, that didn't happen for whatever reason, and now it's Barrios and Garcia. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see that.
Yep, for sure. It's gonna be a good fight.
Man, I sure, just as a side note, I sure would like to see Tank get back.
Yeah, me too.
And do this, because he's still, I know he's had some troubles, man. He got to get his stuff straight with, I guess, everything that's going on. He dropped the Jake Paul fight. Now he's just floating out there. Now it's just like, okay, he can still float out there, but it's like he's still an entertainer. Like he could still,
he's in his prime.
He's still in the prime, right? He can still do something, right? So
you need to capitalize when you're in your prime. So we're looking forward to seeing who he'll fight.
Hopefully
he'll fight that young man that he did a draw with.
Are you talking about Roach?
Yeah, Roach. We'll
see, man. He had a draw. Roach had a draw against him and Pitbull.
Yeah,
they call him Roach Draw Man. Like, I think that he beat Pitbull, but
he won that fight.
I don't, man. It's just unfair. I just want to see Roach get his W.
I hate politics,
he
man. When it comes down to boxing.
It's very interesting.
I hate politics when it comes to boxing, man, because everybody's scared to fight each other because no one wants a loss. That's the difference between today's fighters and 90s, 80s fighters. They didn't care if they took a loss All they wanted to do is compete against the best in their prime, and a loss did not matter as long as they fought and did what they had to do in the ring. If the better man wins, you just move on. Nowadays, the fights all are based on promoters. Because promoters, there's like, oh, you better not take that fight, because if you take that fight and if you lose, we're gonna lose a lot of money. Everything is money. And the consumers, we take L's because we can't see the best product out there, because no one wants to put the best product out there, because everybody's trying to protect their brand. And so if you're trying to protect your brand and you're playing and you're in the boxing, what are you doing? Why are you boxing? If you just want to take fights that you can win, you're not challenging, and for me, I'll stand 10 toes on this. When they're talking about Mayweather as being the greatest ever, and a lot of people can debate and say that he was the greatest ever, but I'm going to tell you this. I don't believe that he could consider himself the best, because he didn't fight the best when they were at their best. He fought people that were over the hill. A lot of times his biggest fights were against De La Hoya. De La Hoya was over the hill. Sugar Shane Mosley was over the hill, and Pacquiao was over the hill. You didn't fight them in their prime. And the difference between him fight against a fighter like Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler in his prime, Hearns in his prime, Duran in his prime. So you fought the best of the best skilled fighters when they were all at their best. And so you can debate it. You can, you guys out there can make a comment on that. I mean, you can agree or disagree. I thought that, him saying that he's the best, you're best in that era, but you're not the best of all time, because you did not take risk when you fought people that were over their prime, like 4 or 5 years removed from their prime, maybe 6 years removed from their prime.
I think, I don't disagree with any of that. It's all because money seems to be the main motivator in there. One thing that I could say is the one exception that stands out to me the most is Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
This man went up 3 weight classes and said, with his clean record, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do this. He even took on who's my man that he embarrassed?
Your fighter. The one that fought the one that
Sugar
fought
Ray.
No, the one that just fought in his early in his career. He fought
damn, can't remember the man's name. My guy, the chosen one.
I know exactly who you're saying.
We was at your house. Crawford versus Spence. There we go. Spence. There we go. Spence. Yeah. That was amazing. That was amazing to see. And then for him, like, it seemed like Terrence was chasing greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're chasing greatness, you're naturally motivated to go against the best at their best.
Right.
He got that. If some of y'all watch anime, he got that Goku spirit. So no, I want to fight you at your best.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit and do all this other. I want you at your best.
Yep.
He had that spirit.
And
so
I can
when
respect that.
Right. And so when he decided to retire, of course, us as fans, we still want to see more. But you know what? Let the man have his flowers and retire.
Right.
Now, I know he's been on a couple different shows that have been kind of asking him what would make you come out of retirement. You know what I mean?
100 million. I know someone said 100 million bring you out.
Yeah,
I have to think about that, man. $100 million.
He probably he's. I think he just wants to be at peace. I mean, he did his thing. And
but $100 million.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm trying to gauge too is that okay? How much of that do we think is going to rub off on
$100 million? Do you know how many Popeyes you can?
How much is that going to rub off on Shakur? Right, because he's right there motivating and working with Shakur. And now how does that affect Shakur's decision process about who he's going to fight?
Right.
Teofimo.
Oh yeah.
He got schooled.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now we're talking about. I've seen some chatter on the internet, as y'all know, about him and possibly Ryan Garcia. But does he still take that fight if Garcia loses tonight?
Who?
I've seen chatter between Stevenson or rumors, if you will, between Stevenson. Damn.
Oh, wow.
You said you had a full charge. That means.
Oh, wow. Things happen.
Well, y'all need to quickly say that. Thank you to the.
I'm about to start queuing.
I'm gonna say it was Floyd Mayweather.
Thank you to the photographer.
It was Floyd Mayweather's crew.
The videographer.
Makes me think, like, if we bring a guest on here, how do we want to adjust for things like that? Because we understand, because we just starting, but I'm like, if we bring some bougie, I'm gonna say no guest is bougie, but you know what I mean? Like,
we won't be recording.
Oh, we back, baby. Right. Hey, y'all, sorry about the interruption. I think we were saying too much. Maybe we should stop talking about boxing. They might cut us off or something like that.
It was Floyd Mayweather's crew that came and cut them lights out. Talking about Floyd too much. Talking about, hey, look, you know, Floyd owns this building.
Wow. But yeah, no. I think that was my last take on sports for now. From people coming out of retirement to condoms at the Olympics. Running out of condoms at the Olympics. One side note, it might be early to mention this. I don't know if it's true yet, y'all. You guys let us know, and we could talk about it next week on the show. I'm hearing that the state of Indiana is kind of allegedly making, doing pre-preparatory work, if you will, with trying to bring the Chicago Bears to Indiana. Have you heard anything about that? I've seen a couple articles, and I'm like, hey.
I have.
What, the Indiana Bears? That don't even sound right to me.
Right, I have.
See, here's my thing, and you guys can tell us what you think. There's 32 NFL teams.
Right.
There's some states out there with no teams that would love, a football team. So how about the NFL plan where how about they try to create 2 new teams?
Right.
To balance it out. Don't create 1 new team. Always create 2. And pick 2 states that don't have nobody. Right. Like if they're the Indiana, let's pick a random bird, the Indiana Bats or something like that, they gonna love them. Why? Because they Indiana, right?
Right.
So my thing is, hey, why not make 2 new franchises? I know. Right. I think if you give a state their own team, they ain't gonna be making all the money at first, but let them have it. Remember the Charlotte Bobcats?
Right.
They even a thing anymore? Charlotte Bobcats, they ain't even back. They reverted back. Anyways, yeah, so that was just a thought. We'll look into it next week. It could be rumors, y'all. We're not gonna take it serious until I think it's time to take it serious.
Right.
What we are taking serious is Spit That Clip.
Spit That Clip.
I think it's about that time.
Spit That Clip is coming up, and that is when you can get involved. You get involved, and we give a
movie clip
of a few seconds, a minute and a half, maybe a half a minute, and you guess what movie it is, the year, and the actor. If you guess all 3 and you're the first to do it, you win a prize.
Yes, sir. And then this week we have actually 2 actors interacting, so you have to guess both, which shouldn't be hard. Y'all.
Shouldn't be hard. For those movie heads out there, no. What man? I need my movie head people to stand up. If you watch movies,
stand up right now.
And if you watch the show, You should be winning all the time. You just gotta catch us on it, make sure you tune in to the show and watch and then guess the movie. And then it's real simple. Guess it correctly and win. And then you win.
All right. So then I was gonna say DJ, but he's on vacay. So then let's begin. I'll go ahead and play the clip, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready on live? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Y'all let me know.
How much for an order of ribs?
$2.50.
$2.50. How many ribs do I get with that?
About 5.
So I guess that's about 50 cents a rib, huh?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, let's get one.
Right. One order ribs.
No. One rib.
One rib.
I am hungry.
One of my favorite movies.
All right, peeps. Go ahead. Bust that move. Let us know who it is. If you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, if you catch the show on Facebook and Instagram, you can be a part of it. Just put your comments in. We'll check the comments and we'll get with our staff and the producers of the show, and then we'll get with them and we'll let them know exactly who won, and we'll reach out to you and let you know how you're gonna receive your winning gift.
Yes, sir. So appreciate y'all. I think that's all we got for this week.
Yeah.
Sorry we missed you on Wednesday.
Yes.
But we're gonna catch you anyway.
Right.
So stay tuned for our next show. We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
We're just getting things going. Sorry about that little bleep there, but it happens. It happens, y'all.
Yep.
Y'all ever been somewhere and the satellite mess up? Like, it happens. Don't even worry about it.
Yep.
Some of y'all still smacking y'all TV because it's still trying to get sit on together. But now we're playing. But appreciate you guys. Please let us know what you think about the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the other side.
We will see you on the other side.
And we out.
We out.
And that's a wrap for this episode of The Sauce. We hope you enjoyed the mix of sports and entertainment and everything in between. If you love what you heard, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, hot takes, and a little extra flavor. Until next time, keep it saucy.
I forgot, bro. I forgot about that, bro.